Hello everyone. The topic of study here is the data link control protocol, which is called as PPP, that is point to point protocol. It is a point to point protocol. Today most of the or millions of internet users who need to connect to their home computers to the from home computer to the servers, they are going to use these protocols. And it is a byte oriented protocol, and it is a most common protocol for point to point access, that is for dial up access, for ADSL and for GPRS and 3G devices. We are going to use this point to point protocol. Here you have the frame format of point to point protocol. PPP, it is going to use the character oriented or byte oriented frame, and the fields in this flag are given there. First one is flag. It's going to indicate the start and end of the frame. So you have one flag at the beginning of the frame and one is at the end. So it is a 1 byte size, which is going to be 0 followed by 6 ones and followed by the 0. This is the going to indicate start and end of the frame. The second field is address. The address field in this protocol, it is a constant value. You can see the constant value there, and that is all ones. Or when we are using all ones, it is going to indicate that as a broadcast address. Third field, it is a control field. Again, this size is 1 byte, and again it has a constant value, that is many zeros followed by double ones. This is going to indicate that unnumbered frames that there are there in the HDLC, and it does not provide any flow control and error control mechanism, and it is just going to limit itself to the error detection mechanism. It is not going to correct that, and there is no flow control mechanism here. The next one is protocol. Protocol field, it's going to define what is being carried in the data field. It is either going to use the data or it's going to send the information that is defined in the protocol field, and this field is default 2 bytes long, and if both the parties are going to agree, then they can use just only 1 byte. Next one is payload field. Payload field, it can carry maximum of 4500 bytes of data. It can be either user data or some kind of information. Next field is the FCS. FCS, it is a frame check sequence. It is simply a 2 byte or 4 byte data. It has been specified in the standard CRC. Next is about the transition phases of PPP. Here PPP goes through many phases, and those phases are there indicated with the FSM diagram. Initially, we'll start with the dead phase. This is the initial phase, or it is also called as a dead stage. In this stage, there is no any active carrier, and the line is quiet, which means that there is no device, there is no any sending or receiving device. All are in a active state, but the link is idle right now. So that is called as a dead stage. And if one or two nodes want to communicate, then the communication it will move from dead state to the established state. They have to establish the communication before transmitting the data. So if they are interested, they can move from dead state to the established state. And if both the parties they are interested to negotiate or establish the communication, then they need to go for the authentication. Otherwise, the parties can simply start the communication with themselves. If they don't want to go for authentication, that is an optional field. Otherwise, they can directly start with the communication. And the data transfer, it takes place in an open state, and when connection reaches this state, the exchange of data packet has been already started, and it's going to remain in that state until one of the endpoints want to terminate the connection. And if anyone is interested, then it will go into a termination state. Then system remains in this state until the carrier is dropped, then moves to the dead state again. And if there is a problem, that is if authentication fails, then again it's going to a terminate state and then to a dead state. Thank you.